and now our enemy are able to follow us. I'm Sandeep from vlemon.com, and I'm back with a new Unity 3D tutorial series. And in this tutorial series, we are going to learn about how to create enemy AI. We are going to learn about how to create enemy behavior in this tutorial series. For this, we are going to create a new project. And if you want to know how to download and install Unity 3D in your Windows or Mac machine, you can check this video. For this tutorial series, we are going to create a new project. And I'm going to name it enemy AI, and the location is fine for me. And if you want to change the organization, feel free to select your appropriate organization. I want to create a 3D project. This tutorial series is for 3D. I'm also planning to create a tutorial series on 2D, but for the timing, select 3D and click on create project. Wait for Unity 3D to create your new project. So finally, our new project is created successfully. Now, the first thing I want to download some assets from Asset Store. In our entire tutorial series, we are trying to use free assets available on Unity 3D Asset Store. For this, I'm going to first open Asset Store. I'm going to click on Windows, and then I'm going to select Asset Store. The short key is Ctrl+9. The first asset I want to download is FPS level. In this asset, we have a first person controller scene. We are going to use this scene for our entire tutorial series. So let me click on FPS level, and then I'm going to click on import. For me, I already downloaded this asset, so that's why I am able to see an import option. But for you, if this asset is not downloaded, you need to first download it and then you are able to import it. Wait for the import to complete. Yes, I want to import everything. Our import is completed successfully. This is our asset test level. I'm going to open this, and then I'm going to open this test scene. I'm going to click on scene tab, and we have lots of things in this scene, but right now you are not able to see anything. So let me double click on fire, and where is the fire? I'm not sure where is the fire. Oh, here it is. Let me zoom, and here is our fire. Now, why I selected this scene? Okay, so I'm a little bit lazy person. I don't want to create a new scene for testing or for creating our enemy AI. So I use this free asset available on Asset Store. Now, why only this asset? There are multiple reasons. The first, it is free. Second, it is awesome. Third, in this we have lots of things to interact. So let me show you a few things. This is the first thing. Here we have a ladder and a watchtower. So we can write a logic to our enemy to climb on this ladder and stand in the watchtower and guard. Or we can write a logic to enter our player inside buildings. So that's why I selected this scene. So this is about the scene, or it is our playground where our enemy is going to be follow our player. It is going to be climb on ladders. It is going to be enter inside building. What is the next? Next is our player. Okay, so I'm going to first disable the available camera in this scene. So let me click on inspector, and then I'm going to check this checkbox. Next, I want our FPS controller from standard asset. For this, I'm going to click on assets, and then I want to import package, and yes, I want to import characters. Yes, let me import only FPS because the rest of the thing is not required. I don't want a roller ball. I don't want third person character. If it is required, we are going to import it later. For the rest of the thing, leave as it is. let me click on import. Okay, so our standard asset is imported successfully. So I'm going to click on this, then characters, first person, prefab, and then I'm going to select this FPS controller, and then I'm going to select and drop in our scene. So this is our FPS controller. Okay, right now it is not on correct place, so let me increase, or I want to change its Y location. Now our player is going to be fall on this terrain. So let's check. Yes, it is going to be fall on our terrain. So let me stop the gameplay, and I want to change my speaker volume. Now the next thing, our scene is ready, our player is ready. Where is our enemy? For our enemy, I'm going to use Maximo to download our enemy asset. For this, I'm going to open my browser. Let's open Maximo. I don't want to set it default. Close this, and I am right now logged in. If you are not logged in, you need to log in. And at the time of recording this video, okay, we logged you out due to inactivity. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to click on login again. And at the time of recording this video, all the available characters are free and animation is also free. You can click on characters and select your appropriate character. But for me, I'm not going to change this existing character. I'm fine with this SWAT. I'm fine with this existing character. So I'm going to find animation for this character. So this character is going to be our enemy, and we need to write a AI script. So this character is going to be interact with our environment. So I'm going to click on animations, and as for getting started video, I'm going to first search for a walk animation. So walking. So I'm fine with this. If you want to play around with the overdrive character arms, feel free to change it. Once done, click on download. And I'm going to select FBX for Unity. I want to download this character with skin. We are downloading it first time, so that's why I'm going to select with skin. Next time, if we are going to download any animation, we can skip the skin. The frame per second, let's say 60, and keyframe reduction uniform, and then I'm going to click on download. Downloading asset, and this is our sweat. This is our enemy model. Okay, so our download is completed successfully. So I'm going to open my Unity 3D editor, and let me create a new folder. So let's say it's 3D models. Inside this, I want to create another folder. Let's say enemy. And inside this, I want to paste this FBX file. So I'm going to select and drag and drop. Okay, finally we are going to, our model is imported successfully. So let me place my enemy somewhere here, I think. Okay, and let me focus on our enemy. Right now its textures is not working. For fixing this, I'm going to again open my browser, and then again I'm going to click on download, and then I'm going to select format Colada. Nothing I want to change, so click on download. So it is downloaded successfully. I'm going to open this, right click, extract all, yes, and let me close my browser. It is no longer required. And this is our texture folder. Inside this we have two normal maps, and I'm going to copy this entire texture folder. I'm going to select this and drag and drop on Unity 3D editor. Okay, so this is our texture folder. I'm going to double click on this, and this is to normal map. So I want to fix this. I want this two images as a normal map. For this, I'm going to select its type to normal map, and then finally I'm going to click on apply. Okay, so our textures are ready. Now I'm going to select my enemy model, and then I'm going to click on this texture, extract texture, and I'm going to select my folder. Select folder. I think we fixed it. I'm not sure why we are seeing this again. So let's click on fix now. Okay, and now textures are applied on our enemy model. Okay, so next thing, we are going to write a script so our enemy are able to follow our player. For this, I'm going to click on FPS controller, and then first thing I want to change its tag. Right now it is untagged, and I'm going to change it to player. Control S to save your scene, and now I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to name it scripts, and then I'm going to right click create, and then I'm going to create a new C# script, enemy AI. That's it. And now I'm going to open this. As a script editor, I'm using Visual Studio Community Edition 2017. If you are using any other editor, feel free to use your favorite editor. So our enemy AI script. Now what is the next thing? So the first thing, when our enemy AI or our enemy is going to be respawn, so on start, first we need to find our player. So first thing, I want to create a game object so we can store our player. For this, I'm going to type a game object. I'm going to name it player, and on start I'm going to say game object find game object with tag, and I'm going to name it player. That's it. Right now in our scene we have only one thing is tagged as a player, so you need to ensure only one thing. So this is our FPS controller, and it is right now tagged as a player. So on start we are storing our FPS controller in our game object. Next is we need to use NavMeshAgent. Now what is a NavMeshAgent? NavMeshAgent is help your enemy to navigate on your NavMesh. Now what is NavMesh? We did not generate it, so let's first generate our NavMesh, and for this we are going to open window, and then I'm going to select navigation. Okay, so let me change my view, and now we are able to see almost everything in our scene, and then I'm going to click on back. Okay, now using this we are going to generate a map for our terrain. So let me click on back. For the rest of the properties, don't change it right now. We are going to learn more about all these properties in our upcoming videos. So wait for the back to complete. Now what this thing is going to do, this thing is create a map based on all the objects available inside your terrain. Okay, now all these blue regions are walkable by your enemy model, and non-blue regions are not walkable by your enemy. Or you can say all these blue regions are walkable using NavMeshAgent. So our NavMesh or our navigation map is ready. Now we need to create a NavMeshAgent. NavMeshAgent are able to work on this blue region. If our player are inside in this blue region, then our enemy AI or our NavMeshAgent are able to follow our player. So this is our enemy model. Let me rename this. So let's say it's enemy. Okay. Now we are going to add a component here, and then I'm going to say we need to add NavMeshAgent. Okay. Again, for the property of NavMeshAgent, we are going to learn more about this in our upcoming videos. So few of the thing is self-explanatory here, the radius and height and the angular speed, acceleration. We are going to discuss more about this in our upcoming videos. For getting started, leave as it is. Now focus on our script. So this is my enemy AI script, and this is our NavMeshAgent and our enemy model. Okay, so on start, I also want to find this NavMeshAgent. For this, I'm going to say find, I want get component. I want get component NavMesh, I think NavMeshAgent. I hope I spell it correctly. And we need to import a class, I think, using, oh, it's sorry, it's not NavMeshAgent, so this is my typo. Okay, so it is corrected by Visual Editor Intelligence. So we need to find this on start, and then we are going to store this inside our variable. So let me create a new variable, NavMeshAgent, and this is our actual enemy. So we are going to store this inside our enemy, and on update we need to change our enemy position. So I'm going to say enemy dot destination is our player position. So I'm going to say player dot game of player dot transform dot position. That's it. So let me go and, oh sorry, I forgot to add this script on our enemy model. So let me first fix this. I'm going to select my model, and I'm going to add a component. I want to add a enemy AI. That's it. Save, run. And where is my enemy? And our enemy is now able to follow us. If you want to copy this script, the script is available on my blog post. The blog post URL is available in the description of this video. This is not actually a blog post, it is a tutorial article. So tutorial article link is available in the description of this video. And one more thing I want to type here, and I want to say if player, okay, if player equals to null, then I want to display a message. Okay, in my one of the video I created a script, and most of the time viewers are creating the right script, but they forgot to take FPS control. So that's why I'm going to here type a simple message, debug dot log, and I'm going to type a message here, did you forgot to take your player or FPS controller. That's it. And I want to simply add the same check here also to avoid some errors. if if does not equals to null, then only perform this step. Okay, and let me go in on Unity editor, and then I'm going to select FPS control one more time, and then I'm to untick this, and let's see how our script is going to behave now. See, this is the message. Did you forget to tag your player or FPS controller? Okay, let me correct the spelling for tag, and let me fix this also. I want a player, and let me fix this also. Okay, done. Let me play it one more time. And now our enemy are able to follow us. So this is about getting started for this tutorial series, and in our next video we are going to first fix the animation for our enemy AI, and we are also going to download lots of animation, some animation for shooting, some animation for dying, climbing, jumping, and we are going to add all this animation in our enemy model. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, don't forget to click on subscribe, share it with your friend, provide your feedback, and see you all in my next enemy AI tutorial video. Some important URLs.